How we doing out there? I'm serving to the Most High. I had shut everything down and just got off TikTok, and I forgot that y'all was still here. Let's get this going. We talk about the manner of decree. How we are subject to what? Man, or Father, or God. Decree, an official ruling of law. In translation, or in translated, various words in the Old Testament, such as Asdar, which means interdict, Gazarath, decision, Dath means law. In general, it refers to any fiat of official nature. In Esther, Daniel, Jonah, the word refers to law governing special occasions in Acts, and the Greek dogma means rules for Christian living. God's decree is His settled plan and purpose. So also in Exodus and Revelations. Well, I'm going to go 120. Anyways, to understand the point of decree, you got judges and everybody that comes out now, like I was talking earlier about the point of, there's a lady I know that's going to be trying to go for a judgeship. I was going to hire her to do some work for me, but she said that she couldn't take it because she was going to be campaigning in a different county. The understanding of she didn't have enough information, or she wasn't old enough, didn't have enough age on her. Her part of her life was still in greed, the accumulation of. Her husband was a cattle man, and it's not to the point that she didn't marry right. She did marry right, but the thing about it is that that the understanding is that most of where she's going to be at, there's no economy there, none whatsoever, and she's moving there for a judgeship. I think that people should have in their later parts of life the judgeships. I'm not saying that because she's a woman, because I don't care. Either way, it's just the point of understanding that the point of greed. And understanding that she's a good person, smart as will. But the thing about it is that when we started talking about cattle, I do know something about cattle, that the point of, I compounded her to understand that she had put herself in the point of greed. I said, well, isn't that the point of price of beef going up? And she kind of smiled. It has nothing to do with the point of male or female or whatever it is. Being male, I'd still say the same thing. I don't believe in none of it anyways. There's only one law. It's God's natural law. That's all. No more, no less. And the understanding of how things are working out here in this world, and you don't know that. You don't know, you haven't been in the judges' chambers. You haven't been behind the scenes, and I have. Quite a few times. But the thing about it is that what have you got when you're dealing with something like that? You're not dealing with a law behind the veil or behind the door. They're dealing with two attorneys that are dealing with somebody's life. And all they're going to look at is the economic structure of how it betters the fiat. It's a good word. Fiat in the determination of who is it going to hurt in that county. Same county that I had that 10 years of litigation in. And they moved it outside of county. little called the Texas two-step. I understand it. I won the battle but lost the war, which I didn't make me any difference at that point anyways. But understand that as you're working through these things and walking through life, and you don't understand that you hire an attorney to do whatever you need to do. You don't even have any idea what it takes for that attorney to turn you into something that you're really not, or make a mistake and not do the right thing. It's not a mistake. They have a certain quota to put in jail too. So understand these things. The economics, which is mammon, has destroyed the system. The thing about it is, one law is the way it is. One law. But they want to use it as terminology as decrees. So how you decree things and the way you put things out there, the only one that's allowed to decree anything is the Father. Okay? You run through here and you can see people using decrees. Here I'm in Astor right now. Where you at? If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persian and the Medians, that it be not altered, that Vashti, that was his queen, come no more before King Ashur, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall publish throughout his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husband honor, both great and small. And the saying pleased the king and the princes and the king, and did according to the word of Menachem. Well, the point of it being is that Vashti didn't show up. The same thing of what I'm trying to say is that the point being of a decree, what is the rights of it? None. You know, most people should live in the Father's law. God's law is just and true. The old adage, you know, like we used to have no trespassing in our yard. You stay at the road. Well, the reason being is because nobody can come on the property. And you could decree the point of understanding that nobody comes on the property, which is trespassing. God's natural law. We don't trespass. I'd never trespass against anybody, period. But the thing about it is that give the government, the county, the state, the federal government, everybody a point of understanding. Well, we can't get to the door to serve petitions, decrees. You can put it in the mailbox, but we have no way to know that they've ever got it. Well, the court system said we need to do this for ourselves, so the system will be able to bring people to justice, their justice. So they took the merger of the line, trespassing, anybody, law, and give it to everybody. Now everybody walks to the yard and do whatever they want to do. Kind of like on your easements. Used to be 30 foot off the center of the road. Then it went to 50 foot. Now it's 60 foot. So understand that they don't mind encroaching on you because they made a new decree or because they think that they have ownership. You're still paying taxes for that part of that land that they just got finished burying cable and everything else through, but you don't receive any royalty off that. You pay a one-time fee. That's not how this works. Not at all. That's your yard. That's your easement. You got 300 foot of property there. Yeah, you owe me this much every year that it's there. Anything goes wrong, you come and replace it all. No. They don't see you as having ownership. Period. Anyways, I can get on another tear. But understand, you're spending time with the Father. getting your Holy Spirit woke up in you, and then you understand in your precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies, as you're working with the Father, as you're showing the Father your obedience, He's going to show you things that you have no idea even exists. Your blessings and gifts will lay out in front of you. Help everybody you possibly can. Help them. Be kind to them, no matter how they come at you. You have justice. You got a right to defend yourself, so understand that. But understand kindness will tame the shrew. They may be grumpy, they may be whatever it may be. Your elderly, take care of your elderly no matter what happens. They are your ancestors, and the Father looks at every bit of this, okay? Everything that you're doing every day that you say you want to participate with the Father. A young lady today, she knows who I am and what I do and how I am about the Father. And I said, we was talking about the point of psychological woo-ha, which come up to be that the psychologists started using the word trauma bonding. I wonder where they got that from. That's kind of a Jewish terminology. Understand the way this is working. They're trying to edge off in the part of magi because they know that they're losing their position. They know they're losing their position to the Father. Anytime that you have a problem, anytime that something's going on, if you have even the faith as small as a mustard seed, okay? And you do decide to spend time in the Word and show a little obedience, the Father will help you no matter what. No matter what you're into, no matter what happens, no matter how it hurts, He'll pull you out the other side of it, clean as a baby. So understand, understand what's coming. Everything's weaponized against you. They think they got it made, but the Father's here. I can tell you that for a fact. And Jesus is on His way back. So there's no qualm here. There's another guy that's doing the same thing that I'm doing. Pretty smart cat. And he is shot up with the Holy Spirit. He had a hardship that he went through, but the Father didn't let it break him. The Father turned him into a true warrior. So understand, the Father's looking for these warriors, and He's not going to settle for less. And He's here, and He's going to get what He wants. So understand how this works, people. I'll be back tonight, 8 o'clock, Twitch. I am Servant 777. So we'll go through a little bit more of this, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper. And it's going to get a little bit wilder. Anyways, spend time with the Father. Spend time in the Word with the Father. Precepts, statutes, commandments, testimonies. And just be wonderful people. The Father loves you. I love you very much. Be in it to win it. Keep Jesus on your lips. Nobody comes to the Father except through the Son. Anyways, I'm serving the Most High. Bye.